Hey guys, I'm Dr. Kelsey. I'm here with Lucy today, and I want to talk about a subject that is kind of difficult to talk about with clients, and that is the topic about when to consider to put your pet to sleep. When to put your pet to sleep. And we're going to do kind of a series on this, quite a few videos, but today I want to address, I guess, what I'll say is kind of, I think, 3 big issues that you ought to consider when you're thinking about putting your pet to sleep, okay? So the first one is, the overall theme is quality of life, right? So I'm a big quality of life guy. Most of our clients, of course, that's their main issue or concern. So the first big one is appetite. I want you to really look at your dog's appetite and really watch closely how much they're eating. If they skip a meal, that's not a big deal to me. But now if they skip 3 meals, that should be a concern to you, okay? So appetite's a real big one. Most dogs like to eat. Most dogs want to eat. So when you have a dog that's not eating for an extended period of time, of course, yes, call your veterinarian, but do consider that as a sign for your dog, okay? A sign. So appetite's your first one. Second one is, for a lot of older pets, can be mobility. And I'm just talking about just the ability to get around, the ability for your dog to get up on its own, to go out to the bathroom and go tinkle and go to the bathroom and do its thing. Mobility is really important. Now if you have a big, Lucy here is pretty small, it's a little easier. You could prop up a little dog or even carry him outside to the grass. That's probably not as big a deal. But when you get a 75, 80 pound lab, it can really become an issue, a real struggling point for a lot of owners. They just physically, you just can't do that all the time if they're down in the back end. So the ability to get around is another issue that you want to look at. And sometimes, I hate to say, if they can't get up, they do begin to poop and pee on themselves and urinate, and the bedding gets wet, and they can get pretty nasty and dirty. And that is an issue I think you really ought to consider. So that's the second one. And the third one really is what I call the sparkle in the eye. Does your dog still have that sparkle in the eye that when you come home, they're interested in you, the family, and that kind of thing? Or maybe the other pets, their favorite toys. Are they just still interested in life, or literally are they just existing? Are they just existing through the day, going about the day, sleeping, 23 and a half hours of the day? Really think about that. I call it the sparkle in the eye. Obviously you know your dog, and you know how he or she's been the whole entire lifetime. So as you look at, towards the end of life decisions, do you see some of those things changing? So the sparkle in the eye that just isn't there anymore in him. So those are the 3 big ones that I want you to consider as you have to, struggle with the choice and of timing as to when to put your pet to sleep. So again, quality of life can be appetite, it can be mobility, and again, the sparkle in the eye. So we'll be doing a few more videos that should hopefully help you guys out as you struggle and you debate and talk about this in your own families.